All right, let's look at the way you would maintain the regulators for the Cyborg C6. Now, one important, in my opinion, upgrade for these is going to be the purging regulator system. So if yours doesn't have this, it's good. It protects and helps protect the transducers from getting overpressurized, and then also the solenoid itself. So one thing to look at, and the difference is just the way that it's put together, the color of the piston, and some small other changes to the pieces themselves. So for regulator maintenance on this, it's a stack tube gun, and so it's not all, I guess, are this way, but this one has two different regulators. You've got your high pressure regulator right here and your low pressure regulator right here. Now, I've already removed all the stuff off the front grip. That's why it looks a little funny. You've got this kind of armor piece that goes on the back here. There's two Phillips head to take that off. The rubber kind of covering over this that slides off, and then this little kind of piece here that adds some robustness to the end and locks this piece into place. So to get to each reg, at first we're going to kind of dig into them. This one I've already loosened up a little bit, and so we can just pull this face off. And then, as you've probably seen in some of my other videos, you don't want to use an Allen key to get these pistons out. So I use a little chopstick and I push down and let the pressure of the chopstick hold this in place, and then slide the piston off. So you've got this HPR piston set up right here, and the maintenance is going to be the same. So it's going to look the same. Everything is going to look the same. And the way you pull them apart is the same. We're going to pull this out. Same thing with the chopstick. Pull all of the pieces out. The difference is just really their location. And again, remember, this is the high pressure regulator. This is the low pressure regulator. Sometimes, I mean, you would think, oh, I adjust it through this reg. No, that's not the case. So anyways, to maintain these, pretty easy. Wipe the face of the regulator off. So the sealing face here, it's where the piston seals up against. Boop, boop. Then clean this off. The piston itself, you see this one's kind of got a little nastiness on it. So we clean that off. And if you're really having any issues, it's more than likely going to be three things. It's either your valve face, your reg face here, that seals against your piston, and that's going to give you spikes and some other issues. It's going to be this 11 O-ring right here, because this is what's moving up and down as the pressures change. And then this little O-ring here on the inside. Let's see if you can get in there. And that is an 8, I believe. And so you're going to want to check those. More than likely, it's going to be this guy. This is the one I have the most issues with, and it's just because it gets a lot of friction from the piston itself. Second, it's going to be your reg seat. The cool things about these are you can just pop them out and flip them and push it back in. And then lastly, this guy right here. But maintenance, problem, like troubleshooting is going to be the same for each one of these regulators, really, just because the parts are the same, the design's the same, fairly simple, and easy to go through like most things on the C6 marker.